This channel is for educational purposes only. We show you the how-tos. This should not be constituted as financial advice. Please contact a professional in that area to let you know what you should do with your money. It's getting close to that time of the year, or again, where we're starting to see some traction with the altcoin space. Altcoins are alternative coins to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And what's happening here, what has happened traditionally in the past, is that these coins tend to blow up really fast, possibility for some great returns, 5 to 10 fold on some of these coins, and then immediately going back down to regular levels. However, it's knowledge of which coins are going to be doing that and where you can purchase them, buy them, and how you can set yourself up for success in this current altcoin season that's set to begin in about a couple of weeks. Let's talk about a few of them right now. Maybe one of those coins are actually mineable, so we'll give you some information on how to get in on that if you don't want to purchase the coins. But everything else is going to be going through your exchanges, and you're going to try to purchase these things at a low and sell at a high. In the past, Dogecoin has done particularly well for me in February. Whether you're purchasing it or whether I'm going to be doing this year is investing in a Dogecoin miner. Usually around February timeframe, there's a spike, whether that's due to whale activity or just over excitement, especially following election years. We've been at this long enough to know that there are some significant gains to be made at this time of year, and usually falls around February with that particular coin. Now, that said, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little tidbit information here. Of all the altcoins that are going to be mentioned today, Doge is the only one that is mineable. And we're going to show you which miner is maybe in the price range for a lot of us to not only earn tokens to build our portfolio, but to support that network. Yes, many of these are meme coins, but as far as actually turning a profit off of what could be a $300 to $600 Doge miner, it may be in your interest to take a look at it. So here it is right here, the mini Doge by Gold Shell. Now, this little guy is going to set you back between $600 to $900, depending on what flavor you get, whether it's an Ethernet only or something that can use Wi-Fi. If you're going to purchase it without the PSU, and why would you, or with it. Now, with it and on Wi-Fi, you're looking at about $900 versus Ethernet only with the PSU, the power supply unit. It's about $778, so maybe $100 off. Either way, 800 to maybe $900 for a miner. Some other brands other than Gold Shell may sell it significantly higher. They may have more returns on it. But at this point in the year, we're talking about altcoin season. Is it something that you want to do right now? I would rather put that money myself personally into the coins itself. Whether or not the market flips or not, if there's an increase or not, having that money on an exchange versus trying to run a crypto mining operation may be more profitable for you in the short and in the long run. So keep that in mind before you jump into that. For more in-depth analysis on the next couple of coins we're going to be talking about, zip on over to the PBN network on YouTube. That's the Paul Barron Network. And he goes into a depth analysis on what the outlook and prognosis is of several altcoins are going to be this season. The next one we're going to be talking about is Solana. Now, I personally divested from Solana years ago. Right around the time of the pump and dump that was happening with those helium miners, because I was big on those helium miners. Still have a couple of them in the closet right now. But as far as, those devices ever turning a profit, it's just not going to happen. We paid a premium for a couple of them, but we purchased those at cost, which were around $500 at the time, somewhere around there. Never made the return that was given to us. I still have one in operation. We had three set up around the country, and different areas, and we're using these things as uh, they weren't proof of work. They were a consensus mechanism for the helium network for the Internet of Things. A lot of what happened with the helium token has to do with Solana purchasing them out. And now they're pushing their Wi-Fi hotspot versions of these devices versus the Internet of Things, and you're not actually earning helium tokens anymore with these devices. Solana, on the other hand, its consensus mechanism is not mineable. So whether or not you want to purchase this token or not, mining it is out of the question because it's just not something that I'm going to be putting myself into anymore. I just lost way too much money on that thing and left a really bad taste in my mouth. But as far as the prognosis is concerned, PBN talks about it maybe hitting, doubling up within this season. Definitely want to check that out. There are some other indicators out there, but again, we are not financial analysts. We don't get into the numbers on these things. But this is what's being talked about with that particular coin, and let me know what your returns are going to be, because I'm going to stay away from it. It's a pass on me for that one. Finally, let's talk about Shiba Inu. Now, there's been some talk about this thing ever going to $1. Now, just to be 100% transparent, with the circulating supply that currently exists on Shiba Inu, the possibility of that coin ever hitting $1 is never going to happen. I'm just going to put it that way. There's just not enough circulating currency, dollars, or economies worldwide. I mean, if you add all the economies of the world, the dollars, the yen, the yuan, whatever, the ruble, if you put them all together, if Shiba Inu actually hit $1, there's just not enough money being printed to equal that amount, just by the sheer volume of what's already been in circulation on that network. It's a meme coin. It never was intended, from my understanding, it was never intended to be anything but that. It's a joke on the whole revolution in cryptocurrency. But the joke's on those who didn't purchase it, right? Because there were some monies to be made. Like, it's recently had some like 28 or 27% drops, but those swings usually come full circle as excitement around the coin builds. And again, there's enough people out there to invest in a certain coin. Things are going to happen. It's just all about the timing of whether or not you're going to be in on it, or you positioned yourself with enough information and knowledge about how to purchase these coins and where to purchase it from at the time these whales start moving that money around. And that's what's probably going to happen again. You put in $100 at something that is at 0.000002 on in its value, and if it goes up tenfold, 20-fold, whatever money you put into that token at that time is going to go up that much. So be mindful of it. And yeah, it's a meme, and it's a lot of foolishness to me going in on it. I myself have played with it. I may put $20 or $30 on that coin just to see what happens. And in a week or in a day, I might have enough of that $20 investment to pay a bill at the end of the week, because it's like $100 has been made on that coin. Something like that for the non-professional investor might be attractive. Just be very, very careful and speak to your financial advisor before getting on any of these tokens.